Hey guys, this is Jessica. Welcome back to my channel, The Retro Farmhouse. Today I am working on a sewing project. I absolutely love sewing. It's one of my favorite hobbies and pastimes that I like to do. I like to create a lot of vintage looks and things like that. And I'm going to show you today how to make a harvest apron. I also have some ideas for making some more simple aprons that maybe I'll share over on my Instagram page. Don't forget to go follow me on there as well to find out some more up-to-date things that are going on with our farm. Without further ado, let's get working on today's project. The first thing I like to do is roll out my medical paper to create a little template. So I'm going to do a 22 inch by 22 inch square to allow for my 1/4 inch seam allowance. To create my rounded edges, I just take this top of a tin and I take it to one corner and trace that out so that I can cut this side out. And then I'll just fold it over and trace the other side. That way I'm making sure I'm making a mirror image. I like to reuse recycled fabric, so I'm actually making this out of a window panel that I was given that somebody was throwing away. So I'm just going to double this over and I'm going to lay my pattern on top and I'm going to pin it down and then cut this out. There's a couple ways you can do to put this together. You can either put the right sides together and then just sew a straight stitch all the way around. I'm going to use my serger. Sometimes I serge this, turn it inside out, and create those nice edges on the ends, or I just serge it and leave the serged edge there because when I put my channel around the edge, it's going to hide most of it anyway. Here you see I'm going to turn this inside out again and then just press the seams down. Next, to create my little channels that my ties are going to go through, I measure about somewhere between 2 to 2.5 inch strips, and these strips are going to be two separate ones that are going to go around both of the sides. Next, I'm going to take that to my iron here and I'm just going to fold in both of the sides about 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to fold that in half long ways. I went ahead and found the center of my apron here at the bottom, and that's going to be where I want to leave an open spot, and that's where I'm going to start pinning both of my channel pieces. So I'll pin those up along the sides going all the way up to the top. In the center, I ended up folding in the inner parts of my channels. Here you can see they both meet at the yellow pin that I have. After that, I'll be able to take this over to my sewing machine and sew along the edge of my channels. Next, I'm going to create my waistband, and I'm just going to cut some strips that are about 4 inches in width, and you see that I just like to double this over a couple times so that way it'll fit on my cutting board here. You can really make this any length to your desire. I kind of like to have it a little bit longer of a length, that way it gives me a nice sash in the back. To create my ties, I'm going to just cut another 2-inch strip, and then I'm going to fold this over on the sides like I did with the channel, and I'm just going to fold the end over and I'm going to sew all along the sides. To thread my ties into the channel, I'm just going to take a safety pin here, clip that onto one end, and then I'm going to slowly start to work that through the top part of my channel that I've already sewn. When you use a safety pin, it makes it really easy to kind of thread that down through there to the middle. Now I'm just going to apply my waistband on here. I've gone ahead and folded down both of the sides 1/4 of an inch and then folded down the middle, and I've pinned that to the top, and I'm going to sew all around the sides of my waistband to secure it to my apron. For the top center, I've taken a little extra piece of that 2-inch tie, and I've just looped that up to the top and have pinned that, and that is going to be where I'm going to tie my harvest apron up when I'm using it to gather items. I love making this project. It was so simple and easy to make, and I'm able to just use this as a regular apron when it's not folded down, but when I want to use it for a harvest apron, I just take my ties, I pull them up on each side, and then I just tie them in my little loop in the top. I use it for all sorts of things. I like to use it for collecting eggs. We also have a lot of different herbs that are finishing up growing this season. Here's some basil. I'm trying to harvest that up right now and use that all up before it kind of goes to seed. Parts of it are already going to seed here, and I'm going to be saving those seeds as well. But it's just a really convenient little thing to use that I can just kind of put these in there and take those back into the kitchen so that I can process those. If you guys are interested in purchasing any of these, I have made some extra ones over on my Etsy shop. I will put the link below where you can find those. I've made different types of styles with these more flat type aprons. I've even made some children's sizes, so definitely go check that out. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram for some more up-to-date activities that are going around on the farm. Thank you guys again so much for joining me in today's video. I hope you like this. If you do, hit the like button, and stay tuned for some more DIYs next week.